So I have the official first mod for the FL5 Type R, and it's lights. If you know me, you know that I love lights. I love changing lights. I love LED lights. I love underglow lights, any sort of lights. So I have new lights for the rear of the Type R. If you know, on the new gen Civics, all the tail lights, headlights, for the most part, are all LEDs. I don't know why Honda did this, but the blinkers and reverse lights are not LEDs. So these are the corner lights. So it's just halogen, normal amber bulbs. And then the reverse lights are also the ugly yellow halogen bulbs. So Auxito actually sent me out the replacements for those, so I can have the tail lights be basically full LED. Have the corner lights with the hyper flash resistor so they don't blink fast. And I have the reverse lights so that they're nice and a bright white instead of that halogen yellow. So I'm gonna do one side at a time just so I can have a comparison and you guys can see the difference. But I haven't done this on this car, but I'm just gonna go with common sense. So this is the reverse light here, and this seems like it's gonna be what the panel that I pop off so I can get that reverse light out. So I'm gonna start with that. I've done the tail lights on the 11th gen sedan, so I'm gonna assume these are similar. It's not good to assume, but that's the approach I'm gonna take. So this should pop off first. There we go. So this pops off this way, unclip it there, and then these kind of like slide off. It goes like this. These are 8s. So it's literally just like the sedan where you take off those two and then it pops off to the side because it has these two tabs that are just like a press fit. So you pop them off sideways, just make sure you don't pull or anything so you don't break them. So now I'm gonna change the blinker bulb, which is this one here, to the Auxito one. So I'm gonna plug it in first, make sure that the polarity is in the correct orientation. So that's good. So just put it back in the tail light. And then reinstall basically the same thing, obviously the opposite of what you did.
Press on the track beat.
So you can see the difference in the reverse lights and the blinker. So you see the reverse light obviously is a nice bright white compared to the stock one. And then in the blinker it's nice amber and it blinks and turns off right away, as opposed to halogens. You see they like kind of like dim out, dim in, because it doesn't really get the time or chance to kind of like fully turn off. So the tails, reverse lights are done, and then I just switched this bulb to a LED. So there's no more halogen bulbs on this car. It is hot and humid. I'm sweating like crazy, but the Civic no longer has anything halogen to my knowledge. Everything is LED. Dome lights are stock LED. Headlights are full LED. Tail lights, like brake lights and parking lights are LED. So I switched the blinkers. The reverse lights, the plate light is OEM LED. Then I switched this last halogen bulb into a LED. So mod number 2 is these. I made these and it's gonna be for these vents here. So you can see here, this is the Fender vent. So when the tire picks up rocks and debris, it would go through here for aerodynamics. But the downside to that is that if you pick up any rocks, it's gonna go towards your paint in this area. Cool that it's a functional vent, bad obviously paint wise. So I'm gonna try to address it a little bit today. Still gonna be functional, but it's gonna be a lot better to avoid getting any nicks and scratches on the paint. So like I showed in the beginning, I basically made these guards here. So I'm gonna start by removing 2 clips here and then loosening these screws so that I have space to put that in there. So what we're gonna do is remove these two clips here. I lost my clip popper tool, so don't judge me. And of course it's gonna break. Let me try to find the clip popping tool. These are the only ones I found, so let's see if I can pop it out with this. Not the perfect tool to pop clips, but might be better than the flathead. The clip broke. These clips suck. All right, so I'm gonna place this in. Make sure that it's the right length and all that stuff. And took out the two clips. Well, broke the two clips. So I'm just gonna put this in there. And luckily I have replacement clips because those broke. So yeah, that looks nice. It looks nice and clean. It doesn't look janky. And that should help a lot. Let's try this again without breaking the clips. I don't know how to do this, obviously. I suck at this. I just need the right tool or two flatheads. Let's try this. I'm too paranoid with the paint here. Having to do like this and it slip. These clips suck. All right, so that was super simple. It looks good, it looks nice and clean. The only thing that sucks is that I broke two of the clips, both clips on the driver's side and one on the passenger side. But other than that, luckily I had the replacement clips here. It looks nice and clean, black obviously, so that it flows, looks OEM, and then it's nice and tight here. So that should hold all the rocks from kicking up from here to the door and to the side skirt. So those are the first few mods that I'm gonna do to the car. They're cheap, easy to do, and stay tuned because I do have huge plans for this car. I already have a good amount of the parts that I'm gonna install, and I'm super excited for this build.